राम हरे हरे भोलिते नयन भवे हवे हरीरा हरे हरे होली हरे हरे गौरांगा भोलिते हवे पुलक शरीरा हरि हरि भोलिते नयन भगीरा भोलिते हरे पुलक शरीरा बेनिताय छंदे करुणा न होइबे संसार भाषण मोरा कभे तुच्छ दे कभे विषयाचार्या कवे शुद्ध हवे माना हरे हम श्री वृंदावन विषयाचार्या विषयाचार्या कवे शुद्ध हवे माना कवे हम हेरा हो श्री वृंदावन विषयाचार्या हरे रघुनाथ पदे होइबे आकुति तबे हम बुझबो से जुगल प्रीति रूपा रघुनाथ हरे कहे हम रूप रघुनाथ पदे रहु मोर आशा प्रार्थना करो हे सदा नरोत्तम दास Nanga boli tere habe pulaka sharira hari hari boli tere nayane bhavira Nanga boli tere habe Pulaka sharira hari hari boli कबे निताय चंदे करुणा न होए संसार वासना मोरा कभी तुच्छ होए करुणा संसार भाषारा मोरा कभी ईर्ष्या चारिया कबे सुत हवे माना कबे हवे रवो वृंदावना छाया छाड़िया हवे हवे माना हवे वृंदावन रूप रघुनाथ पदे रहु मोरा आशा रूप रघुनाथ पदे होइबे आकुति तबे हम बुझाबो जुगल पेरे Paraguna Bhade Ahunya Bode Ave Hamabuda Bose Sugala Guri Rupa Raghunatha Pade Rahu Mora Asha प्रार्थना करो हे सदा नरोत्तम दासा पारागुनाथा हरे
Narottam Das Thakur ki jai. So this song has very much relation to the discussion that we are going to have today. So verse number for today's discussion of Bhagavatam is first canto, chapter 8, shloka number 26. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dhanmaishwarya Shuta Shri Ethamana Madhapuma Evarvhati Abhidhatum Vai Vamakinchana gocharam Janmaishwarya Shrutashribhi Edamana Madhapumai Naivarhati Abhidhatum Vai Vamakinchana gocharam Janmaishwarya Shrutashribhi Edamana Madhapumai Naivarhatya Abhidhatum Vai Vamakinchana gocharam. Notice this side. Janmaishwarya Shrutashribhi Vamakinchana gocharam Janmaishwarya Shrutashribhi Vamakinchana gocharam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupāda. Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. So we'll first read word to word meaning. Janma, birth. Aishwarya, opulence. Shruta, education. Shribihi, by the possession of the beauty. Edamana, aggressively increasing, progressively increasing. Madaha, intoxication. Puman, the human being. Na, never. Eva, ever. Arhati, deserves. Abhidhatum, to address in feeling. Why? Certainly. Tvam, you. Akinchana gocharam, one who is approached easily by the materially exhausted man. Translation. My lord, your lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with a respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling. Purport. Being materially advanced means taking birth in an aristocratic family and possessing great wealth, and education, and attractive personal beauty. All materialistic men are mad after possessing all these material opulences, and this is known as the advancement of material civilization. But the result is that by possessing all these material assets, one becomes artificially puffed up, intoxicated by the temporary possessions. Consequently, such materially puffed up persons are incapable of uttering the holy name of the Lord by addressing him feelingly, O Govinda, O Krishna. It is said in the Shastras that by once uttering the holy name of the Lord, the sinner gets rid of the quantity of the sins that he is unable to commit. Such is the power of uttering the holy name of the Lord. There is not the least exaggeration. There is not a least exaggeration in this statement. Actually, the Lord's holy name has such powerful potency, but there is a quality to such utterance also. It depends on the quality of feeling. A helpless man can feelingly utter the holy name of the Lord, whereas a man who utters the same holy name in great material satisfaction cannot be so sincere. A materially puffed up person may utter the holy name of the Lord occasionally, but he is incapable of uttering the name in quality. Therefore, the four principles of material advancement, namely high parentage, good wealth, high education, and attractive beauty, are, so to speak, disqualifications for the progress on the path of spiritual advancement. The material covering of the pure spirit soul is an external feature as much as a fever is an external feature of the unhealthy body. The general process is to decrease the degree of the fever, not to aggravate. it by maltreatment. Sometimes it is seen that spiritually advanced persons becomes materially impoverished. There is no discouragement. On the other hand, such impoverishment is a good sign as much as the falling of temperature is a good sign. The principle of life should be to decrease the degree of material intoxication, which leads one to be more and more illusioned about the aim of life. Grossly illusioned persons are quite unfit for the entrance into the kingdom of God. Śrīla Prabhupāda ki. ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So I'm extremely fortunate to be here and speaking on Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam on this morning Bhagavatam class. So personally speaking, I don't have much qualification to speak to such an exalted audience. All of you are practicing Krishna consciousness sincerely, wonderfully from so many years, even during the phase of life where it's very difficult to deal with so many problems in your life and other things, but still you are practicing sincerely. That's a big task in such a disturbing environment, physically also, and and now also, and later also, in the daytime, lot of disturbances are around, but still you are wonderfully practicing. So today's discussion for us is this verse. So personally, this verse means a lot to me because the qualification mentioned here, personally, fortunately or unfortunately, I did not have much, so to speak, like good birth in an aristocratic family. In one sense, it was a blessing for me. Nothing to be proud of, aristocratic family or a very nice Brahmana family or something like that. Nothing. So this was from my childhood. Like, there was a lot of problems. So many are there. So one of the problem is Janma, the family in which I took birth. It was not so great family, but like so to speak, my mother had left very early. Like she decided to give up her life in very early. Seeing that my father was not so happy, he's mentally he got disturbed, and after that, literally speaking, father didn't want both of us to be there, myself and my brother. So he tried to get away from us, like physically speaking, like he tried to throw us to ocean. And then my grandfather saved us, grandfather and grandmother. So then all the relatives were like, like saying that, "Hey, you don't have father, mother, why you want to take care of these children? These children, you can put them in orphanage." And but my grandmother was very determined lady, very strong lady, my grandmother. So she was carried forward with a determination to take care of me and my brother. So there is nothing to be proud of our family. All so no parentage, such kind of things were there. I used to lament always. Everyone has such nice family. Why I don't? But now there is some kind of advantage also in the later stage of Krishna consciousness. So you'll understand. So Aishwarya, hardly any Aishwarya speaking to. We struggled a lot. Like I was saying, grandmother took care of us. She used to take care of us, literally rolling the BD. You know BD? It's an intoxicant. So she used to roll the BD and take care of us. So very determined lady. So in a village, there is no other income. So BD is like village cigarette, whatever. So that's a BD. She used to roll that and make some few rupees, and she used to take care of us. So Aishwarya also nothing. Ruta, this was one holding that we both of us had, myself and my brother, because other things were not there. Constantly used to get tormented by so many other relatives. So this education we hook up on. So that is now also a lot of mother is there because of that struggling. And Shri, personal beauty or nothing. So that is not condition only like for us. So when I came to Krishna consciousness, these four things was not at all considered. When he came to boys, they ever they ask which family we were born? No, no consideration. No, only for Brahman family, entry to temple, entry to this we have seen being in South India. Like you are a good family means then only you are allowed to temple. Like all these things are there, discrimination and other things. So never asked in devotional service when we came. Aishwarya, are we asked, Prabhu, how much your income? Entry only for those who are income is above this. Ever we were asked? No, it was not asked. Shruta, educated. That is also not a qualification. Even though we are educated and we preach to educated mostly, but still when we go for book distribution or any other thing, education is also not a qualification to come to devotional service. Not seen. And Shribir, beauty. No. Oh, Prabhu is looking very beautiful. He can become devotee. He is not so beautiful. He cannot become devotee. His hairstyle is not so good to become devotee. Ever we thought like that? Never. So all these qualifications we never consider. Rather, Krishna never consider for his devotees. That was a great relief for me, personally speaking. In voice, it was very inspiring when I came to Krishna consciousness. They told in second year only, Prabhu, you can start worshipping deity. Worshipping the deities? That one in South India, na? Entering the altar, worshipping the deity means a big thing for us. Only Brahmanas reciting hundreds and thousands of mantras in that certain meter, they are allowed inside the altar and worship. And they gave opportunity. My God, where I came, such a beautiful process. Means no discrimination on caste, creed, or wealth or beauty. No. But when we see current days marriages, these four things only more focused. Janma, what parentage, what family the partner spouse has to come from. We have to decide. Lot of condition each other we have to put na, to deciding a spouse. Janma, Aishwarya, this much income should be there. Then only marriage can happen. Even if you're devotee, income should be this much. Is they put or not? Practically we see. So Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, educated. Should be minimum IIT or some big education or NIT or some engineering or something. Education is a big qualification to get married. And then come beauty. My God, that has become in outside world a primary qualification. Like what is it? In 12th canto that shloka comes na. Dampatya rati hevahi, but lavanyam keshadharana. So beauty is described how nice hairstyle we have. Both boys and girls also hairstyle. So based on that, we have like a spouse is decided in our life. But Krishna is ready to take us without any of these four qualifications. No, these four qualifications Krishna doesn't even consider. In the corner of his mind also, oh, my devotee should be very wealthy. No, beauty, no. Nothing. All these four qualifications Krishna doesn't even see. Rather, his devotees also don't care. The great devotees, they also don't care for these four qualities in a disciple. In a disciple or follower, they don't care. So how wonderful Krishna is. So how wonderful Krishna. Like if you choose Krishna as our spouse, that is much better than many other spouses in this world. Definitely, those who are entering Grihastha they have to choose spouses based on some conditions and other things because it's our three modes. There are some needs are there. We are under three modes. We need some things like this. If you are great souls, we don't need all these things. Like Prabhupada disciples, na, they are just what was that? Rukmini Mataji, not Rukmini Mataji. What's that Mataji name? Ah, Mandakini Mataji. My God. Prabhupada, she was in Spain. So France, na? She was in France. Prabhupada just said, you go to Moscow and marry Ananta Shanti. She doesn't know who is Ananta Shanti. Whether Ananta Shanti is a black person, white person, tall person, rich person. Means basically Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shri. All this, nothing she considered. Prabhupada told her to go and marry him. She just went and married. Nothing. So this is like a complete surrender. Very difficult for us now. But she didn't even consider. Many of the Prabhupada times marriage happened. Like Prabhupada said, okay, both of you are nice, we get married like that. So very difficult for us. But still, this is the highest and ideal standard. So and Prabhupada explains in the purport, in the beginning only, that materially advancement means it's these four things are considered. Advancement in material civilization. Very highly seen. So advancement means advancement in education, material education, and one should be very attractive, personal beauty should be there, wealth should be there, very nice family, all these things are considered a lot. Janma Aishwarya, Shruta Shribil. Why Prabhupada is criticizing or in a way discouraging these four qualities is for one reason. The purport only Prabhupada says. And this is the question which arises in the many devotees' minds after practicing Krishna consciousness for many years also. Prabhu, I am chanting from 5 years. I am chanting from 10 years. I am chanting from 15 years. Still, I am not able to get attraction to Krishna. Or no taste in chanting, difficulty in chanting, sleepiness in chanting, or material desires are not going away. We get that question. Even after practicing so many years, why this lingering of in the heart for the material desires arise? So Prabhupada says the reason that we are not able to call out the holy name of the Lord feelingly. And why we are not able to call out the holy name of the Lord feelingly? Reason also Prabhupada says, because we are materially satisfied or intoxicated. Satisfied is like a little lesser grade of degradation. Intoxicated means we are proud. Madha means intoxication. Just like a person who is drunk or taken some drugs, he goes in some state where he's like intoxicated. Anyone says anything about drugs or drinks, he doesn't even care. No, I'm happy. I'm satisfied. I'm pacified in my life. Same way, we are not intoxicated with because we are strictly following four regulatory principles. We don't take intoxicants, not even tea, coffee. So that's Prabhupada set that standard. Very difficult. When people hear this, they get completely bewildered. Not even tea, coffee. So that's our Prabhupada's, all glories to Prabhupada. So we get madha or intoxicated with a material opulence. Basically, janma. Sometimes we have very high parentage, we feel pride. I am a great devotee because I am coming from a very good parentage. This is called a jati buddhi. Vaishnava jati buddhi. So this is criticized. This is criticized heavily, where it is called as what is that buddhi? So, jati buddhi. At the end, there is one more statement comes. Naraki buddhi. This kind of consciousness is called as Naraki buddhi, a hellish mentality. Prabhupada says there, hellish mentality. That seeing a Vaishnava based on his parentage. So oneself also, like we should not very proud of our parentage. Prabhu, I am from South India, very nice family. I am from North India with such a nice family. That's why I became devotee. No, Prabhu, you became devotee because of the mercy of the devotees, not because of your parentage. There are millions and lakhs of people with good parentage doing wonderful sense gratification. Their plans and they're doing it nicely. They're happy doing that. They're what you say, all the credits that they have from the past of the punya, they're nicely exhausting it. Exhausting so nicely. Next life, there will be some, we don't know what kind of life they will get. So such kind of pride in a good parentage is not at all good. Parentage came, or the wealth comes, or good beauty. We only teach no, students face cut. We don't decide our parents. We don't decide our face cut. All these things we only teach to the students, but sometimes we only get caught up with that. When we get caught up with such kind of high parentage or the wealth or the company that we work, Prabhu, my company is this. I am the employee of this company. We feel so proud to say to other person. No? Sometimes we say also that Prabhu, while distributing the books, while preaching, we have to say. But internally, what is our mood while saying? We feel like as if, yes, I am the employee of so and so. We feel some kind of encouragement or some relish, bliss inside to say that I am the employee of some big company. But sometimes I am servant of Krishna. That relish doesn't come inside. I am servant of Krishna. When we say Prabhu, means I am master. That time that relish doesn't come. When I say I am from so and so college, so and so company, so and so parentage, kind of relish or pride that we get inside us, no? So that is disqualification us for us to qualify, like to call the holy name of the Lord feelingly. We can't call out feelingly because of that, because we are identifying with the temporary material designations more than our identification with Krishna. Theoretically we are saying that okay, Krishna, I'm all yours, but personally we say, Krishna, for you only this much. This is for me. This is for me, for my career. For you only this much. I'll give every day 1 hour. For you every day, for remaining 23 hours, that is mine, Krishna. You are saying I'm all yours. I'm trying, Krishna. I'm trying. Huh? I'm not on that level. So that, but still, because of that only, we are not able to call out the holy name of Krishna feelingly, because of the pride in our material entanglement. So Prabhupada heavily chastises this because it's not at all good. It's all this poor qualification, disqualification rather. So this is maltreatment, Prabhupada says in the purport. So this is like a fever. So the current day education system or society also is focusing on increasing this so much. You should be proud to be highly educated, proud to be like if you're beautiful, you should be proud of it. If you're high parentage, you should be proud. My father is this, grandfather is this. Like there are some association also, no? Like Gupta's association or Agarwal's association or like so many. They want to say about such nice family or Gandhi or like all these things. They want to say I'm from so and so family, so they feel very pride. But such kind of aggravation of the material disease, like on some Prabhupada was saying that, like Rajsham also says this story that one lady was there. She was having fever. Same time, her maid also having fever, and doctor came and checked the maid and both house owner also. So maid was having 104, whereas this the owner lady, she was having 100. She's asking doctor, how could she have more than me? I also want more fever. I also want more fever. That's how the material world is currently thinking. I want more opulence. I want more facilities. These are like material fever. Prabhupada compare same thing like that. These are like a fever. We should be endeavoring to decrease this fever. And at the end of the Prabhupada concludes it externally, let not that devotees should be beggars or all devotees should give up their job and they completely be beggars or impoverished. Prabhupada says this is a, at the end of the day, this is an internal thing also. Externally also it matters, but most is of internal. Like Prabhupada says about Yudhishthir Maharaj or Parikshit Maharaj. They are highly successful people in their life, emperor of the whole world. Still their feeling is everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing is mine. What is the proof? When Krishna left, they also left. Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pandava, entire family, they didn't think, let me rule. Like when Yudhishthira Maharaj left, he didn't even call his brothers. You know that story from Mahabharata. So that is a proof that they were living their life just for the sake of Krishna. When Krishna left, they also left everything. Just for this, they want, what is the use of living here where there is no Krishna? So that way they left everything. Even Parikshit Maharaj also,
When there was an opportunity, give up everything. So basically, our endeavor should not be like sometimes we say also that Prabhu, I have this service, I am taking the in charge, I have to take this post, I have to become the center in charge, temple president, or kitchen in charge. These are all post and positions, no? Basically, we should not relish in such post and position. Such post and position should be austerity for us. You're able to understand? Post and position is an austerity for us so that I can support my superiors or my guru, shouldering the burden of my guru. For that sake, I am taking that responsibility. Not that Guruji says, take care of this center. No, Guruji. Edamana madapuman. I'll become proud. So Guru is saying, so take. So that time we should not be tyagi, like give up everything. No. See, one devotee recently also I was speaking, is saying, Prabhu, this office is too much, so much of, I was recently reading, what is that? He was saying that devotee, nectar of instruction. So there, Rupa Goswami says the 2 times Janasangha. Huh? You know that, no? 2 shlokas. That dadati pratigranati, guhyamakyati pritchati, bhungte bhojayate. No. Atyahara prayasascha, both are there. Atyahara prayasascha, prajalpo niyamagraha, janasangasya laulyamsha. There one janasangha comes, which is pratikula. Then is anukula also. Utsaha nischaya dhairya, tat karma pravartana, sangha tyaga. That Sangha Tyaga, Satovrite. Sangha Tyaga also Janasangha comes. You're saying, Prabhu, this 2 shlokas also say about Janasangha. I'm thinking, Prabhu, Janasangha I should reduce. I will give up my office, this office where I have to go and deal with Janasangha. Then I'll try for my work from home more. Like you're saying, I will give up that job. And they every time, Prabhuji, they disturb my solitude. Means I want to be alone. My privacy should be there in the company. But they keep coming and asking me work. So I'm having more Janasangha. I'm getting more Janasangha. I'm saying, Prabhu, you don't even live to devotees call also. There also Janasangha? No, Prabhuji. Means you want what is that? Mumukshubi. You want to be Mumukshubi. Means I didn't say directly. Means you're aspiring for Mumuksha. I want to be like alone, practicing nicely, myself. I don't want devotees. I want in goodness. I want to just practice myself. Don't want to take much services because services are a disturbance. I have to deal with management, devotees, very difficult. So there also Janasangha? No, Janasangha is your mind only. So that is Janasangha. That is the biggest, like what you say, bad association for you. Don't take association of your mind. So then he was saying, yes, Prabhu, he said brahmachari means, if he take association of mind, he's a brahmachari only. Brahmachari takes association of mind. Because mind is in our stage, it's not so pure. Otherwise, we'll not be here. If our pure mind is there. Pure mind is like, we know what it will suggest. It will suggest like Ambarish Maharaj or Parikshit Maharaj. The questions that they get, that is like a pure mind, what they get. Every time, like gopis are saying, no, we are not able to forget Krishna. We want to forget Krishna, but our mind is hooked to Krishna. Gopis want to forget Krishna, but their mind is hooked to Krishna. So that is like a pure mind. So we sure that we don't have such mind. So I was explaining to this devotee that, Prabhu, your mind is your biggest Janasangha. Careful of it. No, don't give up that job. You continue that job. That's important only. Nowadays, people are not getting job. He wants to give up the job only just because Janasangha. So such kind of things are there. So immaturely, we do so many other things also, devotees. So that's why we need a mature guide so that everything we can share and take nice guidance also. So basically, I was saying about these things are not a disadvantage in one sense. Externally, if you are getting pride, then that is a disadvantage. But if you are using for the service of the Lord, Krishna Sambandhe, Nirbandhe, Krishna Sambandhe, then it is Yukta Vairagya. If you completely using it for the service of the Lord. Otherwise, merely rejecting it, these things will be a biggest crime. Like, what is that shloka, nectar of devotion? Prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastutaha nirbandhi mumukshubhihi parityago falgu vairagyam cha kathiyate. It says that there prapanchikataya buddhya, with materialistic mind, when one sees the things around, he wants to reject. Oh, this is making me like making me attached to it. This is also making me attached to it. He's not able to connect those things with Krishna. That is whose problem? His problem. And but he is rejecting everything. Like this devotee I was saying, he want to reject the job only, reject the association of devotees only. In one sense, he is thinking they're making me attached. So such kind of rejection is not good. Such kind of rejection or tyaga for the sake of mumukshu. He's looking for mumukshu, peace and nice serenity in the life of devotee. He just wants peace. We are not peace lovers. We are Krishna lovers. And the Krishna lovers knows what and all they have to face. See the life of Vrajavasis. See the life of Pandavas. You see the life of any devotee who are in the Bhagavatam. They are not peace lovers. Sorry, Prabhu. So if we are loving peace means we are in a long race. We can't be peace lovers. Because in Bhagavatam we see so much of turmoils. Rather, yesterday's shloka, as Vipinya Rajesh was sharing, Vipadha Santusa Shashvat, Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru. They are praying for troubles so that we can remember Krishna. So we are not after peace. We are after Krishna. And Krishna means we have to, lot of things, anxiety for Krishna, we have to take it. Just like a mother or the family, each other, they extend. No? Family means they have to extend, they have to sacrifice, they have to do some austerity for others. Or is family like, just oh, I'm there in the family, everything doing everything for me. It doesn't happen like that. Everyone has to sacrifice each other. Sometimes father has to extend, sometimes mother has to extend, sometimes children has to extend. So many sacrifice. And Krishna is not actually asking that much sacrifice. If we can do the sacrifice that father and mother does for the child, 1%, 2% for Krishna will be very much pleased. How much sacrifice father does? Entire life he struggles for the family. Whole life, dedicatedly. There is no question of dedication. We have to speak a lot of time. Prabhu, dedication, sacrifice. But there naturally comes dedication, sacrifice, and everything. Why? Because of the bloodline, blood bondage, and other things. But here we are not connected in the blood way. We are connected in the spirit. Atma. Sarva yonishu kaunteya. Or aham bija pradhapita. Because Krishna is a father. Because our that bloodline, somehow that bloodline is very strong than the spirit line. We are not able to connect to the spirit bloodline. We get strongly connected. But it is fine when we are connected nicely in a Varnashrama system that also gradually progresses. So this is not a disadvantage, but we can still use it in the service of Krishna. We can do it. So no problem, but in a proper guidance. So the reason that Prabhupada says we cannot call out the holy name of the Lord because we are not able to call out the feelingly. Reason being, Prabhupada says we are materially intoxicated. So materially intoxicated. So this material intoxication comes because of the three modes of material nature. In the 11th canto, in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, there is Krishna explains in Uddhava Gita that every living entity under three modes of material nature, when he comes, first thing he gets is designations. Many designations he gets connected. Many, I am this, I am that, I am so and so. So many designations, beginning with this, I am this body. This is the first designation. So first designation starts with the body, and then bodily related, so many other designation comes. I am father, I am husband, I am son, I am so Indian, American. Prabhupada keep used to saying that. American, Indian, all this nationality. So many designation comes. So first of all is Sarva Upadi Vinirmukta Tat Paratvena Nirmalam Hrishikena Hrishikesha Sevanam. That is the bhakti is where we reduce or give up such kind of designations and establish our original designations with Krishna. Jivara Swarupahe, Krishnera Nityadas. So that is the beginning of bhakti where we intensify our relationship with Krishna with a process that every day that we have to practice. So why we have to chant every day, practice all these things every day? We want to develop sambandha with Krishna. Vijay Krishna also keeps saying that about sambandha jnana. Like holy name, we are not able to call out because we are not feeling sambandha to Krishna. Unless and until we feel sambandha, we can't call out the name of that person. Why child is able to call out his mother and father very lovingly, loudly, whenever he's in danger or whenever he needs? Because he feels a strong sambandha with the parents. We don't feel sambandha with Krishna. That's why we can't call out the name of Krishna. So how to develop sambandha? Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is the way we can develop sambandha. And service. One is Bhagavata Sevaya, another is the regular services that we do for Krishna. Service is not a burden. Services actually develops our relationship with Krishna. That's how we have to see the services. So these two things will develop our sambandha to Krishna. And when we get this proper sambandha, then calling out for Krishna's name becomes very personal, very feelingly we can call out. Hey Govinda, hey Krishna. We can feelingly call out. Because we don't have sambandha, we are not able to call. And sambandha we have with so many other things. We have a very strong sambandha with our office, so strong sambandha. Any work is remaining pending, all these things keeps running in our mind. But here, sadhana remaining, book reading remaining, here, shravanam remaining, seva remaining, doesn't come much. Then seriously, we are in we have to take some step. Where am I right now? So we have to reevaluate our spiritual life, and we have to go introspect our spiritual life in such conditions. Sit 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day and understand, am I able to develop my sambandha with Krishna? So such kind of activities we can try, we can do it. This is called as journaling, this journaling thing. So we can try to develop sambandha with Krishna. And when we do that endeavor, definitely there will be some change in our chanting next day. You can see that. Why we have to chant? Just write down 4-5 lines in the previous night, and next day morning, you don't even need to see that what you wrote. But because there was an intention to develop a sambandha with Krishna, immediately Krishna reciprocates. That we can see that. Because we want some endeavor we are doing from our side, going near towards Krishna. Otherwise, many times in a mechanical way of life, we just go ahead every day thinking that, okay, Prabhu, I am chanted my 16 rounds, I am following flexibility principles. So end of the life, I'll go back to Godhead, na Prabhu. Will not happen like that. It's difficult. Are we intentionally doing our devotional service? That becomes a question for us. Intentional devotional service. So intentional devotional service is, we want to, all of us very clear now, we are not loving Krishna, means natural love for Krishna. The prema stage, we are not there. I don't know if anyone is there, my obeisances to them. But still, we don't have that natural flowing love for Krishna like the Vrajavasis or the great pure devotees that they have. We don't have the natural flowing love for Krishna. But one thing we can have, which will give the same benefit, is intent to please Krishna. That we can have. We may not love Krishna in our conditional stage, but we can have the intent, the activity that every day we do, the consciousness behind, oh, is this pleasing Krishna? Whatever I do, is this pleasing to Krishna? That intention is sufficient. And the regular intention like this for a prolonged period of time turns to love for Krishna. That's what our procedure that Rupa Goswami has given to us, that stages of devotional service, na? Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya. When we try to do this Bhajana Kriya regularly with intention, with pleasing Krishna, Anartha Nivritti automatically takes place in the background. And then we come to the steady stage of Nishtha. And in the Nishtha stage, we will not have any difficulty from the Anarthas and other things. All the other difficulties that regularly we face, mind distraction and some kind of disturbance to the mind, stress, all these things doesn't come in the Nishtha stage. And in that stage, when we start practicing, eventually it leads to Ruchi. If we want Ruchi, chanting of the holy name, the taste for the chanting for the holy name, that intention to please Krishna is required while performing our devotional service, doing any of our activities. But this intention will not come when we have other intentions in our heart. Other intention to acquire more, whether wealth or whatever, acquire more. Intention, we have no intention. People have strong intention. Outside people forget. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the devotee circles who are struggling with their regular practices. We have our intention. Everyone has intentions. Without intentions, we can't work. So we have to see our intentions are more on the material side or spiritual side. So many times when we feel difficulty in this chanting of the holy name, reading Bhagavatam, we have intently doing more material activities than spiritual activities. Spiritual activity becomes a mechanical procedures. I have to do what to do. There is no option. Whereas material activity, we do with full heart, full intention, full focus, no disturbance. When we read Bhagavatam, a lot of disturbance comes. But when we type some code or other thing, no disturbance. Even if so many disturbances going on around also, we don't have disturbance. So we have to evaluate our consciousness. where we are. And it doesn't take much time to invest our intention. Intentionally, Krishna, today I'm chanting 1 round extra for you. Please help me for tomorrow. These are like we ourselves can approach directly Krishna in one sense. We have that ability. Krishna is not so far for us. Krishna is very near to us. He can be far also. In Bhagavad Gita, he says, no, tadhure tadhantike. He can be very, very far also. Very, very near to us also. Depends on whom? Us only. It depends on us. Either we want to keep Krishna far, then Krishna says, okay, fine. You take care of your life nicely. I'll keep myself far. And we want Krishna very near. Krishna will be next to us, helping us in every moment. Like Kuntimaran is saying that Vishada Mahagni Purushada Darshanat Asat Sabaya Vanavasa Krichrataha Vrade Madeneka Maharata Astato Draunyastrayachas Mahare Abhirakhitan. Come somewhere here on previous shloka. So there she is able to remember Krishna every moment in her whatever the previous difficulties. Krishna was not present in those difficulties, but she was able to see Krishna very near to her. Not only physically, but Krishna was there all the time. In every difficulty they faced, Krishna was there with them. Same way for our life also, we can feel Krishna every moment in our life. If we want, Krishna will be there that moment. So that we should be ready. So problem is our mind. Our mind is the biggest struggle for us. Biggest struggle. Like in Avanti Brahmana also. He prays, na, Nayam janome sukha dukkha hetur. Na devatatma griha kala karma. Manaha sarva karanam amananti. Manaha sarva karanam amananti. Because of this manaha, mind, samsara chakra, parivartayat. Again, parivartan. There is the festival parivartan. But for us, parivartan is like again and again we do undergo birth, old age, disease, death because of our mind only. Mind get hooked to the material activities very strongly. But intentionally, intelligence can be focusing the mind on the things that we have to focus. We can try every day that intentional devotional service. Whatever we are doing, do with little intention. Intention means consciousness. We have to invest our consciousness. That's why we are International Society for Krishna Consciousness. But we are apart from Krishna, many times we become so many other things, we come in consciousness. Yes, I agree. It's difficult in the beginning, but it is easy. We can do. Not as difficult as entering into IIT or something like that. No, no difficult. It's not that much difficulty. How much? 2 years, 3 years. So much of intentional practice was required to enter into IIT, to enter into good premier institutes, or to get some promotion in a company. Is it naturally comes? No. Intentionally you have to work. Some project you have to intention. This project is done. Yes, I may get foreign chance. If this project is done, I may get promotion. Isn't it? People do, no? Intentional, with all their consciousness invested, they do their work. Then definitely reciprocation comes for them. Why not? Krishna will not give reciprocation for us. Krishna is giving reciprocation to them for material activity. If a devotee is sincerely doing nice chanting, trying to struggle in chanting, trying to read Bhagavatam every day, trying to focus on the kirtan, will Krishna will not reciprocate for us? He will. He'll definitely will do. So that is, we have to try. So mind is our biggest enemy. I was saying, asat sangha, jana sangha. Our biggest jana sangha is our mind only. And that is we have to take care. And what, Prabhuji, this we are hearing every time, Prabhuji, how to know that this will happen? This is said by, I think, our Avanti Brahmana only. Another shloka comes of Avanti Brahmana in the 11th canto. Rather, this is a sannyasa mantra. Sannyasa mantra. Every sannyasis, they chant this mantra before taking sannyas. This is etam samastaya parartanishtam adhyasitam puratamer mahashrivihi aham tarishyami duranta parer tamo mukundangri nishevayeva. So he says, my astha, my faith and belief is completely in Krishna, because not in the Shastra that is mentioned and all these things. Definitely in Shastra that is mentioned, but the person who is following Shastra, etam sahastaya parartanishtam adhyasit purvatame, purvajas, my seniors, how they are practicing, how they are getting the relish in the Bhagavatam, how they are practicing and continuously, decade after decade, year after year, without any tiredness. Rather, their enthusiasm is keep increasing in devotional service. As we grow in material life, you see, after 50, 60 years, get retired. Whereas in Krishna consciousness, you become 50, 60, you are the senior devotee. You have more and more responsibility. You 70, even more responsibility. 80, more responsibility. So responsibility in spiritual life increases when your age is increasing. Means your enthusiasm is increasing. Your courage to do many things for Krishna. You are so courageous. I also remember in the beginning days of Krishna consciousness also, I was a little shy to wear dhoti kurta. What will my friends say if I wear dhoti kurta? How will I wear tilak? But after a few years, I saw, yes, we become bold. I am servant of Krishna only. No? They are boldly doing all the nonsense outside, breaking all the regulatory principle, speaking vulgar words. They are publicly speaking vulgar words. When we Hare Krishna, we want to say publicly, we feel, how will I say, whether he'll appreciate or not. But whenever phone call comes, till now we get hello only. Why hello? Hare Krishna means definitely relatives we have to take care. Those who are there. But generally, when it comes, anyway, for we brahmacharis, we don't have anything. Any call comes, loudly we say Hare Krishna. They're like, that time, that's silent. What should I reply? Many times this calls of banks and other things keeps coming, no credit card and everything. I get calls from it. I say Hare Krishna. They're like, sir, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, sir. They have to reply in Hare Krishna. They have to reply in Hare. They say, sir, do you want credit card? No. I am a monk in the temple. I don't need credit card. So if you want, you can please come to temple sometime. I will try, sir. So they think I called a wrong number. We know, no, they called right number only. So that way, we should be bold in Krishna consciousness also. And bold is not to show off. Like, no, that pride should be there. I am servant of Krishna. How proudly we say, I am employee of Google or Microsoft or Adobe or whatever. More than that, pride should be there. I am devotee of Krishna. We did not be hesitating to say that. We did not. And current culture also quite favorable to say that also. Sanatana Dharma waves and other things are increasing. So we should be bold to say, I am devotee of Krishna. If they ask, why are you a devotee of Krishna? I'll explain. We have opportunity to preach. If they ask why, very good question. Why? No one asks why. Entire life we studied how. From the beginning, from the fifth standard only, science starts. Everywhere it explained how this works, how this is working, how that is working. So many hows. If you ask why it is working, then they have to come to Bhagavad Gita only. Because of Krishna it is working. So why they will not ask? Anyway, so no problem. It's already 8:30 now. So many things to discuss. We will stop here. So we discussed about the shloka of Janma Ishwara Shuta Shribir, how these 4 disqualifications are there in a devotional service. But this can be qualification also. It can be a very good qualification if you are able to engage them in Krishna's service nicely. Not our own whimsical way, with the guidance of the Guru and Vaishnavas only we can do that. Then it is possible. Then Mada will not come. And even if, like I used to have in the beginning days of Krishna consciousness, one big trouble that, Prabhu, if I take this service, I become a big person, everyone sees me above, then I feel pride, Prabhu. So I don't want to do the service only. Because I feel pride. Because pride comes through. Pride is very dangerous, Prabhu. Pride comes before all. So I don't want to do the service only, Prabhu. Because pride comes. If I do the service, what comes? Pride comes. What to do? Because of this, initial days I avoided so many services. Anyway, I was having tons of other services also, but I avoided those services which will bring me in the front. So I avoided. Then later days, because of association of devotees and mature guidance of many senior Vaishnavas, I came to know, yes, even if you do those services, pride comes. Those pride will be Krishna personally will take care of us. Pride aa raha hai, theek hai. Immediately there is some bomb comes in our life, all the pride, the balloon of pride get tuss. And after having tuss, where we will go? Krishna only. Krishna, what is this happened? Krishna like, thoda pride zyada tha isliye kiya. Now you anyway you are there. I'm not bothered about them. You are there now with me. It's fine. So Krishna will personally take care. If you are taking service for Krishna under the guidance of superiors, you feel pride. Whose responsibility to remove the pride? Krishna's responsibility. That I understood. Krishna will take care of that pride personally. But if we want to do something independently and then you get pride, then Krishna will not take care. We are doing under the guidance of a senior Vaishnavas, some service, you get pride. Krishna is responsible to make it in a normal stage. He will bring us. So that we need not worry. That personal lot of experience also is there. I think many wonder Vaishnavas also have experience. Krishna will personally take care of the pride. When we do some service and some pride comes, Prabhu, I brought this much donation. Then I brought this many boys. I brought this many, so much service, big service. After some time, we miserably fail in some simple things. When we can experience. And this experience comes when you take only services, responsibilities. Then only this realization, like higher realizations will come. When you take more and more responsibility and services. No Prabhuji, no services. I'll just sit and chant. Then these things will not come. This bliss of the higher realizations and other things will not come. So Krishna will personally take care of us. So no problem. Ultimately, we should be able to call out the holy name of the Lord, sitting in one corner of the room, even if you're a big temple president. What is success? You should be able to sit down in the morning time and chant peacefully your 16 rounds. That is a success. Mind is not troubling. Externally also will not be trouble, will not be there. Especially mind should not trouble. You should be able to sit and chant the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is success for our life. Able to chant the holy name of the Lord lovingly, feelingly, what Prabhupada was saying here. So disturbances, and we discussed how to overcome that. If any other things we want to add or ask, we can discuss for a few minutes if Dinesh Prabhu allows. Already time up, no? Yes, Prabhu.
First, Prabhu, I wanted to know ki, like you said, sometimes we should put regular intentions. Sometimes what happens to me, I'll try to explain. So, like I put some endeavor to, like, or some intentional, and then I'll try to be humble that please save me or please bless me. And then things go good, like I could chant 1-2 days in my sleep. And then it comes that because I prayed like that, now I got the success. So that I have this humility. That becomes pride. And then next day, same technique we tried, and for months together we sleep. We tried, but we were understanding Pradeep.
Yes. Personal experience is there. Yeah, Prabhu's question, we have personal experience also. Like Prabhu saying that we are like all of us tries intentionally doing something, like write a letter to Krishna. Krishna, I'm in struggle, please help. Extra chanting, no, my God, what feeling you get while chanting, no? You feel that every holy name you are chanting for Krishna is present in front of you, you're chanting for him. You try this, like once you try, write a letter to Krishna. And letter to Krishna is, in that letter, all the struggles that you are facing is there. Krishna, please help me. I want to be just your servant. Yesterday, chanting goes nice, and you become very humble. And after 2 days, no, you feel like, I did this, see now, I am better than that devotee. He's struggling, and you're trying to explain other devotees also. Prabhu, do this, it is wonderful. See, I am now chanting good. Some pride comes in the heart. Immediately, whatever then you try for weeks together, something, it will not work out. Basically, this is Krishna's response only for us to make us humble. Means we are doing intentional devotional service now, but do it little humbly. He will make sure that we are humble. Krishna will. Either we have to put ourselves to become humble, or Krishna will make us humbled. Like humbled is a very painful condition. No? Like what Indra felt. No? That is not that he became humble by himself. He was humbled by the Lord. Because whatever strength he was putting, he could not even move. Maharaj was saying recently that one blade of grass he could not bend. Like when our water falls, na, blade of grass bends. Indra could not bend one blade of grass. One leaf from the tree did not fall. Even with his best of energy, he could not do all these things. So he made humbled position for the Indra. So when we are surrendering and doing service to Krishna, Krishna will make sure that we take steps from our side to become humble, or Krishna will make sure we will be humbled. So whenever we take such kind of steps to intensify our devotional service, we have to do in a humble way. Or we should introspect ourselves also. That introspection is a very important thing for every devotee, where we go. Like in company also they speak, na? Introspect, where you are going wrong. They have all those tasks, they give separate time. So we have to see ourselves also, how humble way we are doing the endeavor that we are doing. Immediate thing we get is pride only. I'm able to chant nicely, I'm sitting erect and chanting. This fellow, what he's doing, he's sleeping, bending. So pride comes. Small pride is sufficient for the taste for the chanting of the holy name of Krishna to take away. Rather, when no taste is there, I heard recently from one of the clips of one of Swami, that when there is no taste for chanting the holy name, it is that is the time where we can show that Krishna, I really love you. That's why I'm chanting. If taste is there anyway, we'll chant, na. But when there is no taste for chanting, when there is no taste to read the books, still you read the books as a matter of duty. That is more considered by Krishna, pleasing to Krishna, than when we have taste. Eventually, all of us will get a taste of chanting the holy name when we purify our anarthas. But when we don't have the taste, that is the time we really can show that how much we love Krishna intentionally. Right now, I don't have taste for Krishna. Why I am chanting? There is no taste only to chant the holy name. Why I am chanting? Only reason is it is pleasing to Krishna. That's why I am doing. That is the highest actually. When you don't have taste for Krishna, chanting the holy name, reading the Bhagavatam, you read and do it, no? That is a real devotional service. That purifies more, that purifies us more than when we chant with taste. I don't know, I'm able to convey. This I heard, I was also surprised. That is more purifying more purifying to us than when we don't have, like when we have the taste. Because when we have the taste, there is a what do you say? There is a purpose for which I am chanting. Because I have taste, I am chanting more and more rounds. But when I don't have taste of chanting the holy name or reading Bhagavatam, still I do it as a matter for pleasing Krishna. That becomes pure devotional service. When we don't have taste for Krishna, chanting the holy name and reading Bhagavatam, still we do it. That is a pure devotional service. Because only purpose I'm doing is because it is pleasing to Krishna. Because I don't have taste to do it. No personal taste. Because it is pleasing to Krishna, I do it. That is more purifying us than any other part of the time when we have taste for chanting. So Krishna is giving opportunity, when you said other time, still continue that endeavor to intentionally pleasing Krishna. And that is more purifying us than other time. I don't know. I try to answer. Okay. Thank you. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki, Śrīla Prabhupāda ki.
Wonderful discussion on this sloka, then my students will be speaking. So he was telling about the intentional devotional service and the desire. I remember actually like during 2017 and 18 we were staying together in his voice, and his grandmother was also staying with him. And a lot of struggles and difficulties he was facing, undergoing actually. And but then suddenly I saw that he went asked. And then I was also going similar troubles. So then I asked him, how, what is the secret? Suddenly Krishna made so many arrangements for you. So it was like very tough for me. So he told me one thing was this. Who sincerely and seriously desire. Krishna will make all of this.
I just said I desired. I just said I desired. Sincerely, I don't know, because sincerely he was praying for me.
This one particular secret helped me also. So let us thank Abhishek. He not only speaking, actually, let us thank Abhishek for his wonderful association. Loudly one time chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you for tolerating so long time.